Hello. It has been a while, but we are back. We're going to try out Metaphor. For anyone that's here doesn't know what Metaphor is, it is made by Atlas. I know it's an RPG, but I've heard it has some more actiony mechanics, and game you might be familiar with already that it is like is Persona. So you've got RPG time, you've got social link time, and it's all on a calendar. So we're going to start the demo, and the demo progress will carry over to the main game when it comes out Friday, I believe. Let me get my light on, switch my scene. That should be better. Hello. Hello. And that light's not doing enough, is it? Oh, first day back and pretty good for dual streaming to YouTube now. So, sorry to YouTube. This chat right here, it's only going to be Twitch. But I do have YouTube chat up as well, so I'll see your message eventually. Alright, so I started Metaphor up earlier to get the settings right, and it played a video. So instead of having the game ready again, I'm going to start it up cold with you guys, and we'll see what happens. If it doesn't play that video again, I'll see if there's a way to play it, or if it doesn't play again during new game. Okay. You see if there's a way for me to make YouTube text bigger. I don't know. It's very small. Okay. All right. I think I'm set. All right. Go to desktop. You're going to have Jelly Friend instead of me, so I can have the light out so I can play the game better. Launch it and see what happens.
I trust this will suffice.
Good, it did play again.
God smiles upon the generous.
Oh, away with you! Back to your cesspit, beggar! A land grotesque as its people. You dreamt of utopia. You saw the tribes united as one.
Oh,
That dream died long ago. You should have done the same. Your kingdom will perish alongside you. By my hand.
I cannot fathom it. His Majesty killed in his own bed.
The blooms upon the prince's grave had yet to wilt. Without an heir to wear the crown, what will become of the royal magic?
Thus vulnerable, an invasion might undo us.
From within or without, the state hangs on a precipice. It may even come to civil war.
In dark times, we must stand together.
Your Eminence.
Who could do this? Few could even enter the king's chambers, let alone draw close. And yet
His Majesty's arcane power could deflect near any blade. With all the royal bloodline's magic, who could harm him at all?
shadows stir in the castle just as they did with the prince. What hellbound soul could end a royal life? Who would dare such atrocity? Huh?
Luis.
A shame to die with no heirs. The prince was taken too soon. And only a king may wield the royal scepter, the very crux of his vaunted bloodline's magic, which made such a fine deterrent to war. One has to ask, them dead, who shall take the throne?
Here begins the demo prologue of Metaphor Refantasio. What we have to offer you is but a taste of the story from its beginning. But through it, your experience will mirror the full version. Should you wish it, you may carry over your save data to the full version.
Oh, I wish it.
We thank you for expressing your curiosity about our tale of fantasy.
All right. All our settings are good.
Who's there? I can feel you watching me from a place beyond my sight.
Let's see. What we got? What we got here on the bottom right? We got fast forward is start. Push in the L stick for log, and then auto is what? X? Y. Okay. Okay.
Whoever you are, please tell me. Does our world pique your interest?
I like black and
Pardon
white.
my curiosity, but would you tell me your name? That is to say, tell me who you really are. The one who meets my eyes across a strange threshold.
I mean, I don't know gender. We'll name the protagonist later. Wait. Sure, yeah, okay, sure.
Ah, a most which suggests to me you might reside in a world beyond ours. It is a curious thing that in your eyes, my entire world is but the dawn of a story yet untold. Or to put it another way, this is a fantasy.
Is it a Final Fantasy?
But can it truly be dismissed as something so far removed from you? If indeed you wish to cross to our world for a time, I would first ask that you indulge one question. Is fantasy limited to the confines of imagination? Would you call it a powerless creation?
Fuck no.
More than wishful thinking, more than fiction. Something capable of affecting the realities beyond its bounds. This must be what you believe.
Yep.
I confess, my own answer still eludes me. But consider, if fantasy
So he's-
some hope, a desire
Is he
to make the
scheming?
world
Wait,
better.
what's his adjective? Scheming man, yep. Okay.
Then that hope can be made manifest. Thus does change come, and thus is fantasy forged into a new reality. Perhaps the story about to unfold before you will tell us. I'm thoroughly invested now myself, so let this tale begin.
Normal, my dude. What's the difference? Nah, for sure. Give me normal.
Looks like we're in the clear. The capital's just through this desert.
Is it true then? The king is dead.
Aye, and the guards are more concerned with the funeral than keeping the roads safe. So now the monsters are roaming in broad daylight. No soldiers to stop them.
Monsters.
Monsters, huh?
Monsters.
I've certainly been hearing the stories.
To say nothing of the vacant throne.
Give me some
There's a storm.
lunar,
Mark my words.
lunar silver star. No, that's silver star. It's
What's the problem?
lunar silver something saga. I don't remember. The lunar games. Give me lunar.
Some respect for the militia.
I like
Us folk, we're commoners.
lunar vibes.
Crown or church will save us.
But Lord Luis will save us one and all. All we ask is
Some
you're with us or against
record
us?
of Lodos Wars
If
too.
you're against us.
An igniter? How'd they get one of those?
Oh, is it Futaba? I think that's the Futaba VA.
Next one.
I mean, she's done a ton of other stuff too, but
Huh? Look at you. What have we got here? He's an elder. So he is.
Hilda.
No horns, no knife. Filthy gremlin like you. What you got in the capital? Oh, what's this? Looks like you've been holding out on us, boy. Hold it! Should have listened to us, chum. Now fall in line! Let's want to get stuck like us.
You drew steel. I take it you are prepared to die by it.
Stand aside!
You my book, man. Assuming we're him. Pro tags usually have blue hair in these games.
Ugh, this place already feels like a death trap. You hear all that stuff about Lord Luis saving us?
What's her name? Let's see. Gallica.
Hey, you okay? You still got all your limbs attached? Well, at least they didn't figure out our mission. Definitely.
She's like a pixie. That's not being an asshole.
Are you alright?
Wait, who are we? Traveling boy. We're a traveling boy.
Been worse. And from the sounds of it, you're about the same. You do know that if anyone finds out who we really are, it's all over, right? The mission's more important than either of our lives.
Are we?
If we screw this up, there's no going back.
Bada-bada-bum.
Think we'll make it?
You don't look hurt though, so that's good news. You can move, right? I think we should find a place where we can see the whole area. Sorry, the background is very bright right now. Hold. What is that? RT or RB? Trigger, right? Trigger. While moving to dash. And we can do a little dodge. Controls are displayed at the bottom. Use the mini map to see which way to go. Can view tutorials you see in the main menu. Just keep going straight, okay? Let's see. Let's check this out. We got a mini map bottom left area we're in. It's a little banner below it. Sandstorm Barren, so that's like sub area. What's that? The Radial Desert. Okay. What we got here at the bottom right. HP 124, MP 75. Items are left D. Memos are bottom D, menu, map. Tradia Desert. Sandstorm Barrens, we got back. 1 of 1. Must be like floor. Don't seem to be able to move anything around there. Item. Load. I cannot save. Sanctism. Monotheistic religion devoted to the worship of one God, the Almighty. The religion of majority across the United Kingdoms. It's Sanctors. Sure makes sense. Sanctors preach that uttering the prayer Closere, I don't know, we'll find out. One's whole heart will reach God, bringing salvation. It is a state religion, and the Sanctus hierarchy is deeply intertwined with the kingdom's politics. Currently, the crown theocracy is at the heart of the kingdom's political affairs. Okay. Gallica. A fairy who accompanies traveling boy in his journey, doubling as chaperone for his special mission, which we don't know. Her diminutive size excludes her from participation physically in battles, good to know. But her special fairy traits allow her to more allow her more proficiency than Traveling Boy when it comes to sensing magii, magla, knowing magic. Thus, she can become heated when her personal values are tested. She is a reassuring traveling companion. Okay. Magic igniters. We saw one of those. Yep. Acts as a conduit for magical power. For those who cannot perform magic, to own or use them. You must have a permit from the kingdom, passing a test. Some exceptions, such as army. Can be costly. Wow, purchasing them is akin to buying land or housing. Okay. Gauntlet runner, often called runners, a shorthand, general term for magic-powered, semi-automated vehicles designed for traversing the wastelands, either overcoming or circumventing local wildlife threats and magical phenomenon, traveling the wilds on foot or even in a lightly armored carriage has historically been incredibly dangerous, making any long-distance trips a life-threatening risk. Okay. That's what we know so far. We don't know shit. King got stabbed. Boy, book boy, fell down a hole. Where you need to go straight.
Stop!
Sensing something close, don't move. I mean, I guess at least we're starting in the desert. Okay. So the red text, I always need my magnifier for. Yeah. Those look especially dangerous to us. No, it's especially dangerous. So watch out. I don't think they've noticed us yet, though. Press left trigger to use Fey Sight. Billy lets you see what Gallica senses. When you see an enemy you've never confronted before, it will show up as what? Unknown. Prepare as best you can.
Okay. Everything's pretty standard. Strong ones ahead. We gotta be careful. You don't have much health left. No! Stop kidding around! Get up!
Okay, so maybe it isn't an RPG.
Will your tale end?
Fantasy is dead. I killed it.
Okay. They look pretty tough. Careful now. Strong ones ahead. We gotta be careful. You don't have much health left. Don't go too hard.
I'm right here.
So, like, I'm not supposed to fight them? I don't really...
Look.
understand what it wants me to do. Just like go straight, and then something popped up and two-shot me. Okay.
Just checking, but you do remember what we're here to do.
Nope.
Right. What am I doing again?
Oh, I don't know. The mission that's more important than our own lives? First, we get to the royal capital and get you enlisted as a guardsman at the army's recruitment center.
Go on.
This could decide the fate of the whole country. We either do our jobs or we die.
Yeah, it's fine for you not to see the buttons.
And if it's all the same to you, I'd rather stay alive. So we've got to see this mission through. Come on. We don't want the sun to go down on us in the wastes. Let's pull ourselves together and get back on the road. You know what they say. Anxiety breeds the world's cruelest monsters. I mean, fairies say that at least. I can at least cast my usual spell for you. It's the small comforts, right?
I mean, I did get fucked up.
Right.
Music is playing directly in my mind. What?
Music was the first magic this world ever knew, after all. Makes the road a little easier.
So she's my radio. I mean, I can dig it. Actually, I'm gonna leave it right here. Go say hello to my wife. Take a little break. Because I don't know if the music is gonna keep playing. I don't really know what's gonna happen. I'm gonna leave it right here. And I think I have a be right back thing I can put on this screen. Alright, be back in a few. We're back.
Over there.
It's a road. But really, Trod is already in sight. Grand Trod, is that what it said? Grand Trade, Grand Trod. Yeah, try to stay out of sight, okay. Yeah, I think so too. I'm not trying to be stealthy. I'd rather just Elden Ring it. You give me a dodge roll, I'm gonna use a dodge roll.
This land of 8 tribes and 3 nations, all blessed by the power of magic. The United Kingdom of Uchronia.
Uchronia, okay.
The year is 785. Uchronia is shaken to the core by the sudden death of its king. Anxiety breeds dissent among the tribes. Disparities tear them apart, and no mortal mind remembers the heroic tales upon which their land was built. By this story of fantasy, may this faded world be painted anew.
Great seeker, bearer of fantasy, empowered, I think it said. Hear my wish, come forth. I can't read that. It was not on screen long enough. It was way down in the sand.
Whoa, just look.
Whoa.
Get on with it, then! Drop the dog! Hang him dead! Please! I've done nothing wrong! Lying dog! Don't try to deny it! You trample the law for the fun of it!
Let it be known, for misuse of an igniter, you will hang by the neck until dead!
It said it was on the level of, like, property.
There's no way that crowd was going to listen to anything a Paribus said.
Such a shame. Might you spare some coin? Bless you. Oh,
careful!
Hurry!
Don't you have any street smarts? Come on, kid!
Gonna get her ass jumped.
Look, we're not tourists here. We gotta stay focused.
Right.
You noticed back on the wagon? You might be the only elder here, in the whole city even. Capital's incredible.
Okay. In-game's very pretty as well.
You never see this kind of diversity out in the countryside.
In-game's very pretty.
Not that it's very balanced. I see more Clamars and Roussants than anyone else.
Clamars, Roussants. Clamars, Roussants.
Which means a dopey elder kid's gonna stick out like a sore thumb. Try to keep your head down.
Dopey? What you call dopey, fairy?
Hey, did you hear what they're saying about His Majesty?
Dopey.
They say it wasn't illness at all.
No.
I heard it was foul play, assassination.
Shh, careful who hears you say that.
But it's just like the prince, isn't it? They say he was attacked in the dead of night. A war of succession is coming, I tell you.
Sounds like monsters have been prowling the countryside. They're sending the guard out to deal with them. The army's really gone to hell. It's a far cry from when we had Count Luis at the helm, I'll tell you that much.
Hard to see how the nation can come back from this.
We'd not have to ask if the prince was still alive.
The king dead, his son stricken. Are there none left to bear the weight of the crown?
Who this guy? Little old what? Little old scholar. Little old scholar. Little old scholar.
We've done all in our power, but not even the kingdom's best. The saint
Something elderly woman. Imposing elderly woman.
Over 10 years he has languished under this curse. How much longer can his body hold out? No doubt His Highness would protest. But since he cannot, we have no choice. For the man who cursed His Highness and murdered our king, there can be no mercy. I never thought I would have to ask this of you. But there are so few of us left now. There is no one else to turn to. Will you infiltrate the military to deliver a message to our contact there? This is your mission. For all our sakes, you cannot fail.
I'm remembering.
Hey, are you listening? Well,
I'm remembering.
I guess I can't blame you for feeling nostalgic. You and the prince were pretty close.
We were?
Anyway, getting to the capital was only the beginning. Now comes the real high-stakes part. You gotta go get enlisted, so you can meet up with our operative. Remember, nobody here knows who we are. Nobody here knows the prince might still have a claim to the throne. That means if we get busted, that's it. Nobody's gonna save us. Step 1.
Behind enemy
Figure out
line.
where the recruitment center is. Shouldn't be too hard, considering the need for soldiers.
So?
Press RB to open local map. To do, try pressing Y. Always has good ideas. So she thinks, okay. Ooh, press up.
Whatever will I do?
I'll do that. I do that. I do that right now. I'll do it. It's done.
All right then.
Okay. Cannot zoom in or anything, which is fine. This is already pretty helpful. We're down there spinning at the bottom, blinking. We're doing something at the bottom.
Whatever will I do?
Let's go see.
Straight down the main street.
Whatever will I do?
That's fine. Oh, psst, 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 psst.
Huh?
Okay.
An elder? Here?
Uh-oh. Somebody knows.
The new model's out now.
Window shopper.
I could be out there slinging spells like a master if I had one of those.
Oh, is
Guess
it
that's the
a
big city for you. Everyone and their mother has a magic igniter.
igniter? Yeah.
So many different types, too.
Want one, not interested. I know what an igniter is. I mean, come on, who wouldn't want one?
Now I want one for myself.
Yep.
Yeah, until you see the price tag.
Yep.
Can't imagine what it's like having to wave around some shiny stick to use magic. Me? I can whip out magic anytime I like. And I can even see the Magla in the air.
Magla.
Though, I'm not exactly an archmage.
Magla.
Wonders never cease. A fairy and an elden child. Are you new to our fair city?
Shady? She shady? Shady woman? Shady woman. She's shady.
Well,
I like her jib
suggest you
though.
keep
Cut of
a
her jib.
profile.
Jib jam.
Trust me when I say you don't want to catch the eyes of the lords and ladies.
Yeah, well then why are you talking to me? I was way less conspicuous before you started talking to me, lady. Coming over here lurching. Leaning over. Come on. I was fine until you. Though maybe the fairy flying around is a give.
But I'm getting ahead of myself. I run this humble shop. Are you in the market for an igniter?
Yeah, I don't...
Here's something that might catch a foreigner's eye. This is modeled after the royal scepter and would make the perfect souvenir.
Souvenir. Play dumb.
The royal scepter?
Oh, I didn't mean that dumb.
You've really never heard of it.
A symbol and instrument of the crown's sovereignty. Passed down through generations. If you believe the legends, it houses incredible magic. World-shattering power. More practically, you might call it the world's most potent magic igniter. And in the king's hands, it was enough of a deterrent to stave off invasion.
Now he's dead, with no living heir either.
Tragic, isn't it? Kingly magic is of little use without a king. You picked a bad time to visit, boy. I don't know why you're here, but there's trouble brewing.
I'll keep that in mind.
A word of caution, then. Your survival is your own responsibility.
Well, that was unnecessarily ominous.
Yeah.
She has a point, though. We'll need to be
Also,
careful.
yeah.
Anyway, we don't have time to hang around chatting with the locals. We've got a recruitment office to find.
Hey, she chatted with me. She literally came up and skulked.
Let's head there.
Give it a phone, I say. Who else can
Sharper eyes than I thought. No tension. Do your best to stand tall. After our little ominous meeting,
Let's go see.
I'm out of ideas.
Beg pardon?
Oh, there!
barely believe my ears.
Beg pardon?
Excellent.
That's wrong, though.
That's wrong, though.
That's wrong.
Okay.
All right then.
Okay.
Come off it. Pretty amazing, right? Come off it.
It's pretty cool.
Hey, my.
Amazing.
Hey, my.
Excellent.
Beg pardon?
I'm out of ideas.
All right then.
But now, fairy. God damn it.
I'm out of ideas.
This?
That must be the recruitment center.
Alright. It must fucking be, huh?
I'll let you take it from here. It should be pretty straightforward.
Thank you.
Oh, and if they start asking questions, just be as honest as you can. Lying will only make us more suspicious. So long as you don't compromise the mission, you're fine. Good luck in there. Knock 'em dead. Okay, you got this.
A blue blood, are you? The army's no place for velvet-swaddled lordlings. Why are you here? Perhaps your noble family collapsed under its own weight.
Lineage seems a strange measure for a soldier's worth. I'm looking to enlist. Is that enough for you or not?
An uppity one, aren't you? Fine, lordling. Welcome to the Guard, where it'll be your privilege to die screaming and bloody in service of your country. But mark my words, war will turn your arrogance to piss. When your corpse is plucked from the mud, do try to look patriotic.
Yes.
Rousing words, Captain. You think threats will buy loyalty? No wonder nobody respects the Guard anymore. But I'm here now, so perhaps the kingdom isn't a lost cause.
Insolent pup! You will learn your place.
Don't. The healers have enough on their plates already.
Be gone, and be thankful you're still in one piece. All right, next. Hurry. An elder? I thought your kind was long gone. Age 18. An orphan, too.
Of course.
The army can always...
Do I have amnesia?
So, what brings you to enlist?
I want to fight for change. I need the money. I'm just so bored. I'm assuming we are actually in something for a
want to fight
cause.
for real change.
Lofty words for a gutter rat with an empty coin purse, no? So, what can you bring to our beloved corps? Any skills to speak of?
Sharp mind, stronger than I look. Can take a lot of punishment. I'm small but quick. I've always been lucky. One of these two. This one.
I'm small, but quick.
Yes, I could see that. Always the cowards who run the fastest, eh? Right, last order of business. Make your mark or sign your name if you're actually literate.
Please enter the name of the story's protagonist. I'm just gonna go DJ. I'm probably gonna do some Earthbound shit where like they use Shield as me and they start talking to me eventually.
You know your letters, do you? We'll get some use out of you yet.
I know 2 of them.
All right, lad. Welcome to the Guard.
Yes!
I'm sure you heard about the monster sightings, so stay sharp out there. We're short-handed as it is, so be a good lad and try not to get killed on your... You can pick up your kit at reception. Standard issue guardsman armor and igniter. Kingdom property.
Ooh,
It's coming
igniter.
out of your commission. On your way now. Up to. Next.
You gotta wait.
Whatever.
Let's hurry.
Okay.
Whoa.
Enlisting. Something you needed. Really a noble. Over my interview, guilty as charged.
Well,
He gonna protect. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I want to.
All right then.
There we go.
I heard they get sightings.
what? Of those huge monsters? You think that's why we're low on soldiers? Wish they'd have told us that. What did they call them? Something like, human...
Next! Another Clamar. Wait, no. You don't look like the others. Surely not. An elder? It's the first of your kind I've seen.
Move it. There's a priority around here. We're arming squires and children with igniters now. Waste of good gear. It's better off in my hands. Give it here.
Brute force and crude insults. The world is yours for the taking.
Care to say that again, boy?
We all have our reasons to enlist. Now get back in line.
Oh, another high and mighty Clamar, is it? You think your pretty words will measure up to pure Rousant strength?
Oh, forget the tribes. This is a matter of pride. Now, you owe us both an apology.
Come on. No fighting in the ranks.
Sorry for making a scene. You all right?
That was terrifying.
Thanks. You didn't...
Just felt like stepping in. Don't worry about it. Well, see you around. Try not to die out there.
Again.
Don't make my job any harder, please. Here, your igniter. These days, most come with their own magna crystals. So with practice, anyone can use magic. To an extent, anyway. It's not the sort of thing you can master in a day. For now, newbies like you best focus on surviving.
Okay. Captain I spoke with earlier had one too.
And take this too. Protect it with your life.
Okay. I will always protect the map.
It's a real map. It's dangerous to even chart the wilds, but this is full of details. Only the military could pull this together.
Listen up, striplings. My name is Captain Klinger. And as of this moment,
Klinger.
you miserable lot are under my command. I'm sure you've all heard about our forces being tied up with the funeral proceedings for His Majesty. But if you think you're on cushy security detail, think again. First, you will be deployed to a fortress at the northern border, where you will be trained into true guards. Our veterans there will teach you the one thing you need to master if you're to survive. Pain.
Perfect. That's exactly where our contacts hold up.
Enjoy tonight's sleep, because it's the last full night's rest you'll get. Dismissed!
Look at all the other recruits. They really are desperate for new blood. Oh, right. I know you don't know what our contact looks like yet, but he'll know you by your sword. He'll also know right away why we've come. And don't worry, I'll recognize him. Well, the charming captain is probably right. We should get some rest before tomorrow. Hey. You awake?
Always.
Yeah, I'm awake.
Sorry to bug you. Look, I just have a lot on my mind. Can't seem to fall asleep. I'd heard about what it was like in the capital, but still. When you hear and see all this prejudice out in the open, it's a lot. You okay?
That's just how it is.
Well, I don't think that should be how it is. Some people are even saying it's the lesser tribe's fault that the monsters are showing up at all. These are the same kind of people who burned down your village, remember?
That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but still, the prince was kind to take you in. He cared more about who you were than what you were. I can see why you'd want to repay him. Oh, speaking of, he's the one who gave you that book, right? Can I see it?
No wonder we are protecting it. I mean, if it were anyone other than her, no. I trust her, though. We trust her.
Sure, I guess.
I gotta say, I've been curious. Thanks. It's what you call a fantasy story, right? So it's a fantasy world made up by the author. The prince loved those kinds of stories. Okay, let's see. It says the young traveler was amazed by the world he saw. In this world, there is only one tribe. All people accept each other, and no soul is born into discrimination. Wow. So not even any fairies? I guess less differences means less to argue over. In such a world, there is no need for sorcery. A megapolis is built through learning and labor. Towers of glass that reach the heavens. Safe nights with no dark shadows. Busy streets well traveled. And in the laws of these emotionally satisfied people, it reads, all lives are equal. Whoa. You see. No magic, no tribal conflict, and equality for all? It really does sound like a fantasy. But it's strange to feel envious of a fictional world.
Hey, are you asleep already? You know how hard it is for me to turn these pages on my own?
Well, guess I'll just read more later. Good night.